Hello, eighth graders. We are going to do our study of the fourth and final of the terrestrial planets in the inner solar system. And then we're going to be moving to the asteroid belt along the outside of the orbit of Mars and then into the gas giants in the outer solar system. So Mars is probably the most talked about planet aside from Earth in our solar system because there's a possibility that we will be able to walk on Mars one day, and there is kind of a far off thought or fantasy of us possibly being able to colonize the planet. Although, to clear up any misconceptions, we could not step off of a spacecraft and walk around on Mars. We would still need a space suit. We would still need to use oxygen and use a pressurized suit in order to withstand the conditions on Mars. They're not enough like Earth, but it is the closest thing we've got in our solar system. It is red in color. It was actually named after the god of war because of its red color, but we now know that this is because of iron oxide. It's very iron rich. And one thing that happens because of that is that iron oxide gets swept up into the atmosphere and you end up with pink Martian clouds. How cool is that to have pink clouds in the sky? Mars has really interesting topographic features. It is actually home to the largest volcano in our solar system. The largest volcano's name is Olympus Mons, and it's actually 2.5 times the height of Mount Everest. So it's actually like 13.5 miles tall. That's massive. And it's also home to the deepest canyon. Our deepest canyon here is the Grand Canyon, and this deepest canyon makes that look like a little crack in the ground. It's 4.5 miles deep. 4.5 miles down. Amazing. So there's these huge features on a fairly little planet. It's actually about half the size of Earth. Very, very small. It is home to 2 moons, or it is the mother planet to 2 moons. Their names are Phobos and Deimos. These moons are not very big at all. And in fact, they are just captured asteroids. You can see that they're not spherical in shape at all. And Phobos is actually a little bit bigger than Deimos. But these 2 big asteroids revolve around the planet and give them their 2 moons. Although it would be a very strange sight in the sky because, again, they are not spherical. And so you'd have these very odd shapes in the sky as they reflect sunlight back if you were standing on the surface of Mars. We have been exploring Mars for a really long time. I think there's some pictures down here. For a really long time. We started to send flybys, do flybys of Mars and just take pictures of it in the 60s. And then we actually landed a lander on Mars in the 70s and started, it wasn't a rover, it just was stationary and it could take a picture in all directions. And then in the late 90s, we started the rover program, and that continues today. We've sent many rovers up there, and we have found everything from traces of water to we are currently on a search for life in a really unique area on Mars. We launched our most recent mission in June of 2020, and it is set to land sometime this week, probably Thursday. The Martian Perseverance rover is going to be landing on Mars, and that is what we're going to spend the bulk of the rest of class talking about, that mission. So I will post some videos and a couple articles for you to take a look at to learn more about the Perseverance mission. It's a really cool current event, and we will talk soon.